Okay, was a for person like a comment and wash up when you said yeah be accurate now on cocoa so and a Jerome K some or public affairs ma Cocobod na say no ye or more casama for near the or engaging media near the ma Cocobod for now you see concerning Cocobod bill ya by ya in the say for so mutual cocoa I did some authorization from a Cocobod and some or monacasa dio modio massasno or some Sunday before fra more authorization as an my day or master or more funo or chirima not to say seedlings now by the ma or money and then your money may be subsidies near the idea at the moment and almost says ambram it means that so I buy more seedling a funny and idea. Now any question say na as I said no so then I'm problem me go for as soon as you have for so much on the bay. Aha. I'm a coach radio beso omuko. Now we na host chairman general na mu ai Kwame Sefa Kayi na obisa na semba ko pe na fidie ade na tinke sei obisa ne say na kokofo yi a Moses say afidie mo de mra be kekere wo mo nsaje wo mo kokofo yi omo no na mo de omo kana na ibi complain say from November nuntu a omo kana November of 2025 muntu a omo kana ho asem te sen ai dear since November yes ntu a omo kana ho asem te sen mo tu obi aka wi ai omo ye tu a omo ka ye tu obi aka de afi ye kwoti ya but nkofo na chairman kura like this NDC for women or more trono de ana no edin nene nana komianso in his submission and all chere me say omunya position especially the young ones in the NDC no these young men no balibas intelligence sa kofo no omunya position no like the way musi kasa kura o say apeka so ni omo kra ko ni mpanyimfo no wo akohia event say a panel of nana komia opinion lecturer from UG University of Ghana linguistics professor no ene chairman general na mu ne kwesi brat mu mpanyimfo na se na no se oni obi kun se sa mo ni amaniama na odi bi ba ana chairman se masa da bi relax ya mo tre mpanyimfo no aba no nya botre kra na wo de munya position na mo de ma no kasa gbegbe asem de munam no wiase nyansa nyina no ene na akomia mu nyina na akomia wa jem ti se akwara bi no nyansa nkotwa ena chairman so amafo yenkoni nkuti omo conversation on ekokruku no yenkoni nkuti
Kwame.
Yes sir.
Menjin dise obia kan se sa bill ya akọ parliament.
Yeah.
My president and sign because you consult to every cocoa farmer.
Yeah.
Menjin dise obia kan sa. This impression in say na yentimi ko consult to 800,000 1 million farmers. Obia kan se mo konko esa. Die nyi no free. Na Kwame minwe ya otiwe. Udini ede refuge. Jerome. Udini ede. Oya PRO ministry or well.
The Cocobod. Fifi one for former office. Okay. Anna, am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Now,
okay.
We me two for keke. PRO dear. PRO, public relations manager. And so bomb this na be a commentary no any political. That's your job as PR manager. A commentary shouldn't be political. So you say you want to give a good image of company now. All the time, your commentary should not be confrontational or accusatory. You understand what I can repeat? And he said, Oba, so we are political spokesman, they are met me at here. But say, we are PR manager. Now, Bana, because we normal cano, a afterthought, a propaganda. What? You shouldn't do your job as a PR in that manner. Kwame.
Yes.
As a Benny Eke. Ya pass the cocoa bill. Minority for say, oh, consultations no. I cause any say a corner. It is a beya. President Mahama entrance because ye kasi a law. Yeah, the call President Mahama. Parliament don't maybe Juma, but the call President Mahama. Now it is say beya. Consultation
on Chinchenzo.
On Chinchenzo na consultation and Koso Sena minority for the field say a circle. Kwame, what is the agency? Just say bia agency benim say American agency with you.
Just a hope poor.
Just say bia a hon prepare bi was a bill mu. So because say hon prepare bia ni mu dia media law mra e wo memu ha do media katan bia me pese mra no eye mra parties ni nya agitu se ne be ya ochine bi no politics no be sesa yen sesa mra no so media tan bia me pesa bipartisan lawmaking. And yes, sir, Ochina say sesa on besan sesa mra. Enti say na ya de mrako parliament parliament a passing mra bill. I feel na president be sign. Na minority for say cause a consultation and cost to President Mahama try so kakra. Ninja this over a bit describing say afterthoughts and propaganda. Na Jerome, maybe so a question back with you. Bail no more the band certificate of agency now.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the band certificate of
Yes.
Okay. Obejatum certificate of agency. Eya enshada makwan ma consultation senese akon. Because you bring it under not a normal process, but agency.
Just a penny show so.
A penny show.
But this one is different.
Maybe. No, you brought it under certificate of agency.
Yeah, but the process leading to the passage of this one, they're different.
No. You brought it under certificate of agency.
Yeah.
It means to say you are going to short circuit the process. That's what it means.
I'm not contesting that.
That's what it means. It's agent. Otherwise, you go through a certain process.
Yes.
But if you bring it under agency,
yes,
the process is changed.
Just say a penny show.
So
but there is a reason
that is
why.
That is why. Happened. No, I don't want the reason. I'm saying you brought it under agency. That's all.
No,
of course, there's a reason, but you brought it under agency.
So if you don't discuss the reason leading to that,
no, I can't say money reason. I mean, besides a money reason.
Yeah.
They say you brought it under agency.
Yes.
That's all.
But
which
what
means
you seek to concretize is that indeed there was no broader consultation.
I haven't said so.
No, but that is what you
I have said that once you bring it under agency, it's a different procedure. That's all. Because we
leading to the validation of the point you want to make. That is what I'm also saying.
Under certificate of agency,
yeah,
because you are going to short circuit the process of consultation, the lawmaking.
But that is what I also object to.
Well, fine, you can object to it. But why didn't you go through the normal process? Because you wanted a certain different process. NFN with certificate of agency. So where they are back, intimate taking 1 week, you spend 2 days, 3 days. That's what it means. Okay, now, cocoa groups, no, good to make consult to all the cocoa groups. I assume from your presentation, what to make consult to? What the report called Parliament about what the consultative process brought? What to make the report called Parliament?
Okay, Mr. Let me answer this question of yours with a question because they are kind of you have sat in Parliament. Has it been the case? Say, oh, Bayemra now kushia ebia ekuafo and I say all stakeholders are you bring a report based on SAR consultation into Parliament before the promulgation of
plenty. So if you went and met stakeholders, in your report to Parliament, you include the what that transpired when you met stakeholders. There be sir. Otherwise, why go around? Anyway, the Kwame time here. I'm not even arguing for and against. My point is you brought it under certificate of agency, which means the normal days near the passive bill for short circuited. Most share all the cocoa groups, but more find reports of your meetings to Parliament. Also, fine, but the report of your meetings to Parliament was demanded, and I'm one for a report no uncle. Kwabi yenimre, but me point in say, media mradia and the mrad affecting cocoa industry, major industry. See a passing. We are rushing, yes. We are rushing. Even on this table, questions have been raised. Sa cocoa fabia, Mosibobia and Chani cocoa fabi. The reality is that many farmers don't want to show cocoa farm. It's because of galamsey. You bet galamsey na echa o farm.
Well, phone.
You don't have the alternative. Acquire the fast so tractors a dig galamsey pit were phone. So, if you want to acquire the foul crowd, they are called phone. Until you give it to them. These are practical issues that even on this table here raised. But say a major stakeholder in Parliament, to say minority, say as a consultation, Yentimi wasn't broad enough. I don't see anything wrong with it. Unless it's some emergency nearby. They say that President Mahama table so. Let's hope he will listen or he will go into it to find out if there's merit. Because in Brand, passing a year. Nobody loses, nobody gains. All of us gain. Now, the final principle I'm going to say, oh, Yemra. Yemra no in a way. Very often, Parliament Yemra. Bipartisan will be agited. Bakum yenu na obunya agited. And news. The other public news who said about 90-95% of Mraya or Parliament by consensus and bipartisan. Into the Yama President Mahama so share. Or share na say merit will more. That's your best chance so 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks beer. So that everybody is satisfied. Why not?
Chairman.
Nanameda say,
Chairman.
Mabu break, yes, sir.
Mr. Mate, me bisa ebia. Nanawako ye imrashe bejeni die. I just want to ask, say the Emrako Parliament under certificate of agency. Apart from it not being unconstitutional,
no, it's constitutional.
It's in the laws. That's why I say apart from it not being unconstitutional, no. One other thing that me bisa and say. Mijidi Pan said the reason will be that one, it does say sir emrano ayedebano. Ehun hienti ye pese ye passing enimani ya. And I say ebimpa parliament sorry. So we needed that thing. These two situations played out in this particular instance.
So what was not constitutional?
Well, no, I did not say that. I never said that.
I see. It's not parliament there.
Sorry, apart from it's not being.
Oh, I get it.
It's not constitutional.
Yes, I get it.
It is constitutional.
Then you get it.
Then it's fine.
Then we did that, So 2 reasons.
It's not Parliament was rising.
No, that 2 reasons we played out.
Okay.
Parliament was rising. Number 2, yeah, Babel be season next month.
Okay.
In September. Whereas a year Parliament day. Sorry. Intina emranyi nyina regulate say sika. Aye bekwa konya. Ebo aye de be makoko akua for all these things, we are saying say we should obey it until say Parliament besan so aye dey aba na chairman say be careful.
There's even a third reason. The industry is in crisis. There's turmoil in the industry. Are you going to wait endlessly?
Chairman, aside that, no crampo, say yeah, a tour crampo na affect our income levels crampo. Sometimes it's brought under certificate of agency.
Final question from me.
Livelihood of over 4 million people.
Cocoa farmers. Boko. Why? You're not fighting anybody here.
No, I'm not.
So Boko.
I'm not. I'm only exposing.
Boko.
Now,
Now this a question a PRO by 50 years ago. National Youth Council. The only question I'm about is cocoa farmers are more complaining say into Ethiopia career.
Yes, cocoa farmers get to me now.
It's Obia. Especially more cancer from November last year. No.
Every cocoa.
And it say cocoa can be anywhere. Or maybe catch us in Trianica.
No.
Are you sure?
I am sure, but there's an exception. Hold on.
There was
no
an
exception. In say there was an incident. Two license buying companies. A confrontation about a number of bags. Okay. It's in a ban as a Cocobod to step in, set up a committee to ascertain.
Only Hohoy.
Yes, only
Hohoy.
Yes, to ascertain. And you will hear a issue be a bad day.
Aside Hohoy. Yeah. Say Coco Kenny be a Ghana have a casino in Chanaka and Yanokre.
And Tessa.
Okay.
No. Baby, what way me answer no question no bisa.
Yeah, he no bisa.
Also, Parliament be rising now.
Also, Parliament be rising.
It will be some sentence.
And also no because the season eba. And now the council there's another one. So there's crisis and turmoil.
There's a very small answer. 99 needs a Parliament there be rising.
And I'm watching ya.
Namunim says season no ebe chance.
Yeah.
In the parliament.
That is why the law was sent to Parliament as an amendment even last year. So the law has been in Parliament since last year.
It is Parliament's fault.
Since last year, it has been there.
Professor Medasi no pay. Now, oh yeah, thanks for the correction. Kwa say me say me now. Mona music cocoa kwa fire then. On a serious note, yanka about the cocoa bill because of now yet, man. Yeah. Minority in Parliament and other stakeholders they better just some penny Mahama Cocoa Billy and found Sanchez. Na sanko na yense nikita home. But when I cocoa wejuma, Jerome.
Chairman.
I justified say yenye broader consultation. And I say muye consultation my year ama say baby amwe do no. Baby ayi do na no. Yeah, in the boy home come on.
Chairman, metie a minority for no. Na they be a response I made a man and say, unto me enche ubikete as to be a opposite or training at the far a baby home. Nineteen you walk a mammy cabby a mamuya ye then. Ye. And on the basis of that, no, a year yen I walk board, no. We don't begrudge any minority member, say, or bet But as to say they are Argentina or Cheno, Sape Pepenet.
Adriana or Cheno.
And Adriana or Cheno, Sape Pepenet, and I say Entisano. And also a year in Comofo Fra, I was a sham once near the Edi. Now, Chairman, before say ye day Emray Ebano, Casa Bibri Akoso, a year minority, no, Eddie Campo, a chair or margin before say a year Emran, Idru baby a dream. And in share we and also no.
In two patches, say in Kitahudia Koso.
Omoka. Chairman,
yes.
Say Omoka a year broader consultation. Me person me who omo definition for a year broader consultation na Omoka. Because o share a year Cocobod and Kratemwa. Ye wo be 800,000 a year registered a year farm families. A careful ye no mo ye day. Edi a Juma 800,000. 800,000. Any achievable. Ni say it is the argument or position of the minority say. Now I was say ye cost 800,000. Ni na ho aye day. Anyone ekoto to agene. I don't think that is their aye position. Say sa enye omo position there. Now it means say aye leadership of aye sa kukwepia for no any other stakeholders. Involved in the cocoa value chain. A 1 year birthday, a bishia one. Ain't no, young say, as Susanko for na ye cano. Yeshia won, and I say young day. In Shasanko for no. It is on record. Say, a ye a kuba tanya, a share a ye kukweka for so a ye kukushi. A dance a say, a ye inkitan with ye a ye day. A course. Intina say one ababedia to maka say inkitan with ye echo soa. Are they now saying you said this a year mother union no omo e nim faswana Is that the argument they are making? Because chairman, cocoa industry no obetimi ada adechinwa obisi umewo eye ekufo from maide mate.
Oh, I see.
Ekufo frebi amaide mate. Enye yensen kaye ne se omuho nyeden eni efaso. No, that is not what we are also arguing. But there a woman ne say eye consultation eye den e between eye Cocobod and the mother association. We no free one. Last year ye bano deni anaze eye kendinia oda Cocobodano eye Dr. Randiabe. Echini wogana fana henyi nara. Chairman, na botaya na etechwe ne se mame ne akuafo ne nkonkohia ye kokohia omo adwene sadia eye won efa eniema ekoso wo industry ni mu no yenye den yenje omo susuye ene nea omo pese eye adwuma eye den ewo ho ena ye kwakoye den ye kwakwakoje. Chairman, the reason why I make us say demonstrated in the bill because so ohwe eniema bi mu a ewo bill ni mu a na insem kanya kokko akuafo no ye call rounds a omo ne ye kan ye no ena ewo saa bill ni mu ye call baby a atrunsu, that is Bekwai Cocoa district. Ye drew ho no asem akuafo no be ka kire yen ne se okko bibie ni a anasa udu awaso a bauxite company na ewo ho no.
Yeah.
Nkofobia ba se omu dwi be 3,000 acres a hectare of cocoa fu ayeden egu because omu si a refinery ayeden ewo ho. Intina eno no kire se cocoa dua na nkasa na ewo ho no enhye da eni bambo bia ayeden ewo ho because the only emra ebo cocoa dua no ho ban AFR CD 47, that is a plant protection. Emra na yeden ewo ho. Na mpo no enho aso twe na ewo mu no. Enya de a yeden esi obi ho kwan anase ema obi suru po se ebia obi twa cocoa ayeden eku. Enti na enno hye nkofo kutupa ema omutumi mpo twa cocoa go because o de meko court kora mpo no a aso twe ewo ho no metimi ayeden.
Now, say, Cocoa, a phony and idia. Assassin and idia.
No, so what I'm saying is, Ebi Kwampa and Yenny Pane Penna Wechaw. Now, Obi, Esusu say, Ebia me pese me did you maybe a day. Ewo. So, Obama me quanyo, so Mamma quanyo may say, well, for noa. What the make Jina quarter cranoa, aso chia a woman. A yadia meeting me a day, meeting me a son. It's Nipana a day, Nipano empfang. Any pana koswa day. Aye. Me can say me share daily guide any man pay or say don't ascend Cocobod bill NPP to Mahama or share chronicles so NPP to Mama don't ascend to Cocobod bill. There have been other nkoma so around. Are we saying say baby amomufi as Cocobod no? My enkita hudieri enti we no ehun hia. Tina chairman make say ohwe nyina so no a omo ka say ma omampanyin mfa ne nsa nhye emrano aseno a na metiase a enyeden because issue number 1 enomoka consultation enomaka say even consultation no akuafo no ankasa kra no they've been consulted unless they are arguing say enka yenko akuafo 800,000 no yenko obi aso
but on union on groups no
yes na on no near dance say they've been consulted enough. Number 2, the local processing companies no such a cocoa ni modi ye chocolate ne butter liquor ene powder ho keka ho no ye hia won anyone ye den edin kitahudi anasa meeting ni metemu bi Ministry of Trade and Industry.
Okay,
there was a tripartite committee consisting Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness, and then Cocobod fa na local processors no so ye den ewofa na nia na ye pese ye ti ase mpone ne say 1 omo the financial capacity says ye retain 50% of aye cocoa no a omo betimi ayedai etua. Then number 2, are they having the capacity omo betimi asanso ayedai a process aye cocoa beans ne ye de be yedai ye de be ma won no ana enye ni omo di nkomo wie no entiasie ene decision na ye making ne say ampa yo ma mieni ye ni edi akire no ade a omo ye dai omo wo enti na be ye medem pa say obi be gina be because major stakeholders like local processing companies young consulting one issue about young consulting license buying companies. Ebetoja, I feel the position of the MPP is say I almost more consulting on answer no or more input and as and some more kaya no man factor into the bill.
Okay.
Chairman, see Obeka Zebia may a stakeholder. And as I fancy Cocobod a stakeholder, Jumedia, Peace FM, AD. Peace FM then she share ba. Wafre all the stakeholders. Cocobod buy, you know. Ebia, say, Chairman, from 6 a.m. anopa, copying 10 a.m. anopa, farmer yen Cocobod at no cost, na yen metsnaha, na yen day, yenka yensem ye yen sorry day, enko because we are stakeholders. The point I'm making is that in as much as say ya consult you be na one making an input no, it does not mean say if any panel input no does not reflect the collective interest of the sector and just say bia ye day jitum na fire day fire juma even if say it will be at the expense of other people until and no shouldn't form the basis for the minority to say ye can say money won't share abeto just money won't share but almost more can no man factor in. So have you asked them? Say ebia ensemble na mo yede mo kan ye collectively no. Eyade ebeboa sector no and I say emwa sector no. Beyond that no so no. Cocobod ewo eye a pair and I say is Cocobod having the right to either reject and I say obedia to mwana. Enti no ma ye mano enye say obi e kire na adwene empo ewo bibi ho a chinchina chen that should be what
no
that should be the case.
Mami just anytime
Chairman, you must also raise an issue about a clause ewo bill nimu specifically clause 59E. Now there Emma may question the credibility of this narrative a minority ni pushing and say about parliament. In fact, you need 3 committees then Asia Aliza Hotel for 2 days. Committee a share a ransom home day our parliament. Finance committee as well as committee on agric and then cocoa then affairs. Emma yeshia boye actually we the munsi do to ha monfa koma emraha tino man crossing ye Munyeni say, where the Sabeka fro here, Munyi film. Is the minority saying, say, all this process, no, they did not partake in that. And on the D-Day, presented the final bill, clause by clause, parliament, debate, no. Honorable upon comma, I could remember because Nami wo chamber hobby. Etienne someone, Omoyede, Omokaye, Honorable Kabiru, and the others, all of them. Erezi concerns and eniyama omufi say yemfanye day yemfanshim parliament yenkrofo monimode
ba mode niyama ni shemu
of course and okoshe omo hanzard na a capture nia e was say ye delete fi ho and I'm reminding them about the sign and there was a provision in the bill which stated say empoye ma utumi krata say koye mining na ewo be bia ebia kukuafu ewa you needed the express permission of the chief executive. Omobo said there be the chief executive is subservient to the president. It is if all mineral deposits are vested in the president, not the minister of lands and natural resources. Ejina omanpenyin to miso to issue a license. It is not subject to the permission of a chief executive of an agency to do what? To permit you or not. Is it not parliament that deleted ASR portion, the same parliament, the same parliament, and clause 59E. I can say there be. It was said to me, CMC war to be the only subsidiary a marketing and exporting of cocoa. No, it should remain same. Until they deleted it.
Jerome, remember, quick one.
Creating the impression. It does say and I said they never had the opportunity to even make make what
inputs.
Into
Maybe say 1, 2, 3. I mean, sorry, so because I know Cressa bill no. A brasse so we cocoa creani.
Yeah.
Untimi nua baby a wo fuafu mo no kre.
Enya no kre. Nti say offer bill na say after the compilation no, o share from clause 81 na. It speaks about a prohibition. What it is saying, and they say, and even a hono parliament amendments for you to read it say, ansana ubi ebetimi echa kuku, and I say what destroy kuku no. Sa nipa krono was say oyedei onye Cocobod enya inkitahudie except for rehabilitation what purpose. Now, chairman rehabilitation.
How about planting of other crops?
Yeah, so planting of other crops. Say, uye kuyeni pa uye cocoa kuyenia. Ube who say even ushe cocoa nankasa aseno. I was say in yabafo frobi umpa udria to provide a shade edema than cocoa. So how on earth will Cocobod come and then say, oh planting cocoa no? Near a yabafo phobia then. For
the purposes of time, I have one more issue to discuss.
Minority no, and also the other saying say, oh yes, ukocha kukumpona, venture kukuningu, many say, dear Cocobod Kenyana say. I mean the intent behind a yes provision and chairman. Yes, a Diania one man beto or my mimukas na yede na ichi. From a bra miankasa ye woman, and I'm sure say a cuckoo APCD ebia yete a hyena over century. And a cuckoo abo a ye Ghana hobra. And did not a chese a ye jumoa, see ye nikomwa, a bit me at na da a ye gold or then you a ye cuckoo home for so dear a bedem a besensa. Intinia can say. Uyi the acquisition of land. Assassin and the partner say wakoto say wa inherit you said you uyi nufiho. Now sounds so the cost of labor. Say wakofa a powerful na or makodo when you mun uyi nufiwa. Dia kenyi nara. Say enye Cocobod na efeni na hoka krampuna. Cocobod day a contributive.
My very last question.
Because wait, chama Mr. Just man fair say because provision of seedlings. A provision of fertilizer and agrochemicals, and also a contributive pension. Yes, also a scholarship scheme. Ye so on top of it, no. Cocobod are registered for any all cocoa farm. So based on ASR records and as a data, no, and a Cocobod they all the planning and in the projections. It is one pass. Kwame, you are projected. Say ebia afimuno. Obeti cocoa bears 600,000 metric tons. Unim say me call afija kwabre. And I say me call se yoswa. My register bears 5,000 acres of cocoa fu. Menya ebia 2,000 tons a day. Efriho. Medru ho no unknown to me no. Cocoa kweni and I say ubi. Echa sa 5,000. Echa bear 4,000 a day. Edi a few manaka 1,000. Inti me call se me call pot count. Edi I am a prediction no. And I'm who says I deny day. Esi meanwhile I have invested. Is it not appropriate? Is it not right? Say ebia nipa nimpo ore pepose ni cocoa ni say bibi ntimi nya biewa into okache Cocobod no the Cocobod tnase say ebia ohaw bi na ama ni cocoa nimpo nso ana enye of profit enfa manoa ebia betimi provide den services anasa adwenkyere de ama
me na asase na media
biokrampo nso a nipa ne beka. We are cognizant of Article 18 in the Constitution, which speaks about the right of owning a property, which includes land. In Tinasa, Emra, we never anticipated the conversion of ownership from anybody to Cocobod. In Tinameka said, there are one more an afterthought to create certain impressions. Ebiasa Emra we. Ababa beye usia kwan anaze ababa beye adeswa e de amaku kokue ni.
My very final comment.
Very good things in stabilization fund, guarantee
pension meba abutre. Pension is quite be amunya nye into no it is obi beka say mood. But this nchichima adima says koko kweni no. Yeah. So person conversion bi akoko enko ye mami bio. Me nyi ni se ne e kono anakakra me nye film no ensome. Inti pese me kodua abe oil palm ana mango ana teak ana ebro ana whatever. Just say obebisa wo. Ama wo ma no tumi. Esane se na chechim mo invest it. Free seedlings, free fertilizer, services near the end. But sa same kuku kweni no. O si galamse edi nya. Na enu Cocobod nya won hwe ma no. Nti se galamse edi nya. Na se bia waduru ba bia se na wodi kankan. Ye se na fu. Nti na se na monye na mo fam sika ma na mo kom baby. How about that aspect?
Okay. Chairman.
Body to mame.
Chairman, me say ne ekosu ya de fofo. Se wo ebia onyina anase uwodum anawawa. Esi wofum wa wofu wasase so. Na se opese wutwa eyesa awawa na anase udum na. Ade nti na wo chokrata de for issue commission. Se for issue commission ma ho kwa na busa dua na yedai. Esim no because dua na esim na esi wa wasase mu no. Dua na nya wo dia. Sa dua no mpo de ebikwa for issue commission anya ho hwe because by nature na yedai. Ena issue. By why is it that? And no company be for any economic benefit in farmers and no company. It's been protected. Now the issue of air galamsey. So share man. Anything that you want air protection of air the crop. Because Michelle said the only law and a war seeking to protect air cuckoo diano, air day, air AFRCD, air 47, the plant air protection. But a one switching a war on air day is but today. So oko now ye galamsey and you o ye hwanyo now uko tu obi koko ofu eye de egua after the valuation of eye koko na waye den wetwa egu no ehun sika pudu a obeye den obetua no emma wadwene mu mpo se obekọ akoye den akwakoye saa de ni bio enti eno no wa force a kuani no a enka wo se ni koko na ebia onya sempo anase kapre bi enye den emfiri mu no. After destroying the pakron eye koko dua no obenya sikapudo ayedai efrimu still eye asase no ayedai esanso ye nipa ne dia obetimi akọ back so obekọ akoyedai akwakoye ni kokofo. These are some of the things in the bill it was said the minority shouldn't lose sight of omobeka ho asem no. They are engaged in propaganda and
does the bill cover galamsey?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So
it is specifically, then a Cocobod about galamsey.
Yeah, so specifically, the Cocobod the issue of galamsey and say, yeah, ma galamsey for any day, even to the extent to say, ya proposing what bill nimu metesa, and what says ubimpo mining, it shouldn't be closer to kukofu day, woho. Sa apart from sa proposal we are now we need any emrebia as we speak today. All the scattered or fragmented laws are regulating the activities of Cocobod. None ena obey day ubehu say eka ehwase